It's me, it's Teach Me Mr. P. And today, we're talking about Chapter 7, Lesson 7, Guessing, Checking, and Revising. I think. Yeah, definitely Lesson 7. Chapter 7, Lesson 7. Guess, check, and revise. Alright, so since today we're talking about guessing, checking, and revising, let's take a look at a question where we would actually have to guess, then check our answers and revise them. I made this problem up. Let's take a look at it. Little Jimmy is making his famous hot sauce. Little Jimmy uses ketchup and pepper juice to make his famous hot sauce. When he is finished making his famous hot sauce, he will have 10 ounces of sauce. Little Jimmy uses 2 ounces more pepper juice than ketchup. How much ketchup does he use? How much pepper juice does he use? Alright, so there's a couple of things in here that are kind of interesting and things that you should kind of take note of. Most people will tell you to go through and underline them or circle them, and that's fine if you need to do that. So let's go through and let's see what we would underline as important information. The first thing that stands out to me is that it tells us when he's finished making his famous hot sauce, he will have 10 ounces of sauce. Alright, so we know when he's done, he should have 10 ounces of sauce. It also says that Little Jimmy uses 2 ounces more pepper juice than ketchup. 2 ounces more pepper juice than ketchup. That's very important. That's super important information because that tells us how much of each sauce he will be using. And then the question asks us, how much ketchup does he use and how much pepper juice does he use? Alright, well, just taking a look at this and really reading it and understanding what it's asking me to do, the first thing I notice is that he definitely needs more pepper juice than ketchup. So when we're doing this and I'm looking at my numbers, my pepper juice number should be higher than my ketchup number because I need more of it. I need 2 ounces more pepper juice than ketchup. So the best way that I would recommend doing this is the way that I personally do it. I make a table, an in-out table. So the first thing you do is you draw your line, and you're going to draw 3 sections. Now, usually an in-out table only has 2 sections, but for this case, we're going to use 3, and I'll show you why in a second. The first column, this is going to be how much ketchup he's using. The middle column is going to be how much pepper juice he's using. And the third column is going to be his total amount of sauce. It's going to be his ketchup plus his pepper juice, because that's his sauce. Ketchup and pepper juice is his sauce. So when we're finished, we'll add up how much ketchup he's using plus how much pepper juice he's using, and that is going to tell us the total amount of sauce that he made. Now, if we look back in our problem, it tells us that when he's done, he has 10 ounces of the sauce. So keep that in mind. When we come down here, this ketchup plus pepper juice, this should equal 10 ounces. Okay, that's how we know if we're right. That's how we know if we have the right mixture of ketchup and pepper juice. Alright, now this is where the guessing and checking and revising comes in, because it doesn't tell us how much ketchup he's using. It just tells us that however much ketchup he uses, if you add 2 ounces to it, that's how much pepper juice he uses. So whatever number I choose for this ketchup column, I would have to then add 2 to it, and that will tell me how much pepper juice he would have to use. So the first thing we do is we just guess. We flat out guess. I'm going to guess 5. Let's say if he uses 5 ounces of ketchup, how much pepper juice would he have to use? Well, we know that whatever ketchup is, if we add 2 to it, it will tell us how much pepper juice he has. So in this case, if I used 5 ounces of ketchup, I would add 2 ounces, and that would tell me how much pepper juice I would need. So 5 plus 2 is 7 ounces. So if I used 5 ounces of ketchup, I would then have to use 7 ounces of pepper juice to make my sauce. Now, I want to know what is the ketchup plus the pepper juice? Well, in this case, 5 plus 7 is 12 ounces. Now I check my answer. I'm supposed to have 10 ounces of sauce, but I have 12 ounces of sauce. That's too much sauce. I didn't do something right. I have too much of something. So since my answer is too big, my guess is also too big. I guessed 5 for the ketchup, and 5 is too much. So I will revise my guess and make it lower. So the next logical step would be to make this ketchup 4 ounces. Let's try it. 4 ounces. Now, if I use 4 ounces of ketchup, I would then have to use how many ounces of pepper juice? Well, ketchup plus 2 equals pepper juice. So 4 plus 2 equals 6. Okay, so if I use 4 ounces of ketchup, I would have to use 6 ounces of pepper juice to make my sauce. Now, if I add these together, my ketchup plus my pepper juice, I get 10 ounces. Now I check my answer. It tells me in the problem that I need 10 ounces of sauce. I look down at my paper and I see 4 plus 6 equals 10 ounces. This is my sauce. This is my ketchup plus pepper juice. That's where my 10 ounces should be. Hey, I did it right. The first time I guessed and I realized, oh my gosh, my guess is too high. So I lowered it. And I got the right answer. Now, it's not going to work out this easy every single time. I know on your homework, there's some fractions, but it works the same way. All you have to do is add the fractions or subtract the fractions properly. I guarantee if you follow these steps, your homework will be a breeze. All right? Now, let's go back and let's answer the actual question. The actual question of this says, how much ketchup does he use? How much pepper juice does he use? Well, how much ketchup did he use? He used 4 ounces of ketchup. So I'm going to write down here and say ketchup is equal to 4 ounces. And it wants to know also how much pepper juice did he use. Pepper juice is equal to 6 ounces for a total of a 10-ounce sauce. Hope this helps you. Good luck on your homework. Study hard. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer them. Take care. Have a good night.